This is Janetta, and I never say this, but I want you to subscribe. I want you to like me, and I want you to comment. So everybody else say, touch that bell, touch that bell, touch the bell, whatever, touch the dot, do whatever you can do and let me know. Because I have some news for you with what's going on and what's going on here in Africa. Child, please, what's going on here in Africa? I am so excited, I don't know what to do. Now, let me share this with you. I mean, everybody's talking about Burkina Faso because, for one thing, Ibrahim Traore is a spokesperson. He speaks up. The president and commander of Mali and the one of Niger, they're not spokespeople. They don't get out there and vocalize what they're doing, but they're doing it. They're doing it. They are actually doing it right now. The president of Mali is in Russia today. Today's June 23rd, I think. He's in Russia today. He'll be there for about 3 or 4 days discussing with Putin about an alliance, a friendship. You know, I've learned some things. People tell me, I don't want them, but well, the black people, the Africans need to not trust the Russians. They don't need to trust the Chinese. They don't need to trust anybody. They just need to do it themselves. They can't do it themselves. America can't do it themselves. They got to depend on somebody. Everybody needs somebody. But that doesn't mean they're going to be in servitude or colonialism like they were to Europe. They're not making those kind of deals. My sisters and brothers are not that stupid, not that dumb. Now, that's most of them. Some of them are. And some are so scared to death they don't know what to do because they're scared for their lives. I mean, right now, in some countries, it's about election time, that people are disappearing, they're killing people, they're doing all kind of stuff. And tell me about some democracy because they're going to have a vote. The people are made to vote for who they don't want, and if they don't vote, the person they don't want will get in office anyway. But they try to make sure they're the only one you can vote for. And they fix their constitution. When the president get in, he got so much power that he fixes his constitution, or she fixes her constitution, that the people have to keep them longer than they're supposed to keep them. They'll instead of doing a 5-year term or 4-year term, or being in the office for 2 terms, they stay in there for life. That one guy in Cameroon, the man can't even hardly walk. He probably wearing Pampers. 92 years old, he's still running the country.
Cameroon is currently engulfed in a series of protests against its long-standing leader, President Paul Biya. Having assumed office in 1982, Biya's rule has spanned over 4 decades, making him one of Africa's longest-serving leaders. The recent demonstrations have been fueled by widespread dissatisfaction over deteriorating infrastructure, lack of basic services, and perceived governmental neglect in cities like Douala and Yaoundé. Citizens have voiced concerns over poor road conditions, inconsistent electricity supply, and inadequate access to clean water. One protester lamented, "We have no roads, no water, no electricity. It's too much. It's time for him to leave Cameroon. He's old. He no longer controls Cameroon today."
He's still running a country. And the guy in Ivory Coast is just bad. And you know, when you get some of them old Negroes, you know, them old ones, them Yazamasa Negroes, well, they can't make a change. They're scared to make a change. They're satisfied. They got money in their pocket. The kids got money, went to schools, all this, and everybody's starving around them. But they don't know how to make a change because they're master. Hey. Well, anyway, so what is going on here in Africa with all this stuff going on in Iran? This is the best time. But I'm going to tell you something, Africans, they're using up all those materials, of them bombs dropping, all that stuff dropping. The stuff you got here in Africa is the stuff that they use. So you're now telling them that you got to unite, sending over raw material, you're going to send over processed material, and they got to pay more money for it. Do you know what? That raised the price of the war for me? Well, as an American. All them bombs they dropping. In fact, when you hear them talk, that's one thing I like about this guy named some of these ministers and everything. When they talk about the world ending and who's going to rise up and who's in the fight, they don't mention Africa. They mention Persia, they mention China, and they mention Russia. They don't mention Africa. And they sure don't mention Europe because those are the ones rising up. Really, and they're bringing you along so you can serve them in heaven. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, did you think that they believe you're going to be equal? I don't think so. Then people would rather go to hell to know you're going to be equal. Well, I won't get on that subject. Let me get back to Abraham. Let me get back to Africa. But these young people here in Kenya, I got a little video to show you about that. These young people here in Kenya and a lot of these other areas, they're speaking out, and it's not all about Kenya, it's about Africa. So they're starting not to say about what you do in my country. They're starting to say what you're doing in Africa, we ain't going to take it no more. Nigeria is talking about what you do in Nigeria, we're not going to take it no more. All I want to do is the Nigerians stop blaming each other because those people put up people. They put up people and they tell you that this is who's doing it. And then you pick it up and say, oh, that's who's doing it. You have no verification. You don't know. But you start blaming each other and looking at each other, and you're not looking at the powers that be. I'm going to tell you about the powers that be. All them powers that be is not over yonder. All them powers that be are not over there in Europe and all the other countries. They're right here. They are right here in Africa. Right here. Yeah. They're the ones backing and going and telling and trying to keep you enslaved because they make money. I'm talking about people that look like you and me now. I'm not talking about them other people. I'm talking about people that look like you and me. They make money off of you being poor. They make money off of paying you no wages. Can you imagine? You get a hotel here, it's a luxury hotel. Let me say luxury hotel, anywhere from $360 to $500 to $1,000 a night. That woman cleaning your room is making maybe around about $100 a month. They want to keep it like that. They don't want to do no different. That's the way they want to keep it. They're enslaved. These people are enslaved in their own country. They're not making any part of that profit at all. That's what you call capitalism. And they can't fuss about it because there's so many people that need jobs. I mean, people to get jobs a dime a dozen. I mean, so you've got to take it. Although you know it can't feed your family, but it's better than not having nothing. Anything. But this is the time. What I want to tell you is this is the time while they're busy over there on the Israel, Iran, all them places like Iraq, all those places like that. While they're busy, let's start working. Let's get it together. Because they can't do it all at one time. Believe me, they can't do it all at one time. You look at the population of England and the United States and all those people, Germany, put them all together. They can't cover everybody. They got CIA is strong. And it's all wrapped up and everything in there. But honey, they can only do so much. They can only do so much. You stay busy. You stay busy. Get it together. Let's unite. Find out information. You research. Look at AI. Look at some things you didn't know. Some questions you have. Look it up. It's in there. It's available to you now. Don't just take my word. Don't take anybody's word for it. Look it up. Yeah, take it from grandma. 82 years of ignorance to a lot of things. But you don't have to be like that. You do not have to be ignorant about this stuff going on. They can't get away with nothing. Just like they can watch you. Well, think about them things. You can watch them too. You can watch them too. Here we got young men and young women who want to get married, need to get married, so they can have families and raise families and enjoy each other, enjoy life. Don't have no jobs, can't get married because they don't have no job. They don't want no children because what kind of society? Yeah, we got to make a change. We got to make a change. Yeah. Africa speaks. Africa speaks. Are you listening? Ooh, yeah. Hey, talk to you later. It's Janetta signing off. Hi. I love you. I love you.
They invaded our lands, stole our architecture, took our people to their land to build. We will take back what's ours.
Hey, this is Janetta, and you're watching Africa Speak.